Let's talk about you for a moment. You were a CEO for 16 or CTO
Yes.
for 16 years
Yeah.
before you stepped into the CEO role at Darwin AI. And that's a massive, what I call a personal scaling journey. Looking back at that transition, what did you learn about yourself so you could scale into that CEO role and eventually help sell the company?
Right. I often recount this conversation. In the early days of Darwin, I was sitting down with our chief scientist, and Darwin wasn't even a thing. We just existed on paper, but we didn't have a team or funding. And the chief scientist, who was one of the founders, Professor Alexander Wong, he's Canada's research chair in AI, he said, Sheldon, like, we're starting this. Do you want to be the CTO? And I said, Alex, like, normally I'd be a CTO, but I'm the least technical person here, and that's saying something. And he's like, well, what are you then? And I paused for a moment, Glenn, and it's one of those inflection points, I think, in life where you just feel that you're at a point where the holistic experience you have is set for the next journey. And I said, well, I'm your CEO. I'm running this. And I never had ambitions of being a CEO prior to the age of, late 30s. But it just felt like I loved the technology. I was with a group of really exceptional academics, and I had gained enough peripheral exposure to the executive world of running the business to be confident that I could do it. And so it was that confluence of experience and timing that was just really appropriate. And I think what I learned, Glenn, is I had a newfound respect for my CEO when I was the CEO asking the CTO for impossible demands. I got, the delegation to technology in a way that I didn't appreciate before.
That's really great. And in my experience, CEOs, especially of startup companies, don't last very long. In fact, roughly 60% of them get fired within a 5-year period.
Yeah.
And the primary reason is the CEO brings with them a certain set of skills, which are fantastic in the moment, but they need to expand those skills. They need to scale themselves personally. And
Yeah.
those CEOs who do scale themselves succeed. And those who stick to only what they're good at
Yeah.
find themselves just not being able to succeed in that role.